Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coin channel. Hopefully, everyone is having a great day as always. In today's video, we are going to look through this set of coins right here. It is a complete uncirculated mint set of 1975 coins. So we start all the way with the 1 penny coin right here. Two 1 penny coins dated 1975. A dime, a nickel, a quarter, a half dollar, and this full dollar coin right here. All of these coins are going to be nickel except for these two bronze pennies right here. So unfortunately, none of them are silver coins, but they are all in uncirculated condition. They came in these little plastic bags right here. They were individually wrapped. The purpose of individually wrapping them in these plastic bags is that so they don't rub against each other and create bag marks on the other coins. So if you put a bunch of coins in a bag, they bounce around against each other and start to scratch each other up. So individually wrap the coins if you want to keep them in uncirculated condition. And in today's video, we will go through the values of each one of these coins. We'll talk about the design characteristics. They've all got the same obverse design to them, so we'll talk about that once, talk about Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and then we'll get into kind of the mintages, the values, the metal content, the sizes, everything you want to know about these coins, all dated 1975. So first, let's get into these ones that we see right here. They are the 1 penny coins. These are going to be the only bronze coins that we look at in today's video. And as we can see here, we have on the left is the obverse side of the coin. All of these coins are going to have the same front side design to it. It's going to be Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II facing the right. This is her at age 37 years old. She's wearing a tiara, as we can see at the top right here. We've got an inscription in Latin, which is abbreviated, which the full version translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God. So we've got that going around the right side of the coin. On the left side of the coin is just her name, Elizabeth II, right here. Portrait of her in the center, and we've got the beads going around the outside of this coin. This coin will have a smooth edge to it. Now on the reverse side is the maple leaf, which you've probably seen many times before. And in 1975, there were 692,318,000 of these coins that were made in uncirculated condition. These are going to be worth around 59 cents. That's United States cents. And keep in mind that 1 Canadian cent is worth about 3/4 of a United States cent. The currency is going to be part of the Canadian dollar currency, which started in 1858 and is going all the way until today. Probably keep going for a very long time to come as well. These coins have a weight of 3.24 grams to them, diameter of 19.05 millimeters, which is kind of interesting to compare that to the big one that we'll look at later at the end of this video. This one right here, the dollar coin, which has a diameter of 32.1 millimeters. So back to these right here, these small 1 penny coins. They got a small thickness, 1.65 millimeters. They're round. And that's about all there is to them. You've probably seen many of these before. Oh, just one more note. KG right there, that's the engraver's initials. The engraver was George Kruger Gray, so we decided to use that KG on the reverse side to document kind of his design or his engraving that was used on the reverse side of the coin. All right, now on to the 5-cent coin, which features a North American beaver on the reverse side of the coin. Above it has the country name, above the country name, so Canada right here. The year was made 1975. It's flanked by 2 maple leaves right here, and then the value of the coin, 5 cents at the top right there. These coins and all the other coins that we're going to be looking at going forward in today's video are going to be made out of nickel. They'll have a weight of 4.54 grams to them, or for 4.54 for just this nickel. We see the engraver's initials KG on the left side right there as well. And in the year 1975, there are 138,882,000 of these coins that were produced. In uncirculated condition, these are going to be worth around 75 cents. Now on to the dime coin, which is this one right here. Same obverse design that you're used to seeing. When we flip it over, get a nice look at this coin, because these dimes usually wear out quite easily. you can see we've got a different initial right there on the back of it. So it's going to have a different engraver for this reverse side compared to the penny and the nickel that we were looking at earlier. So the engraver, I'll zoom in a little bit more so we can see the engraver's initials. We see that H right there. So the engraver is Manuel Otto Hahn, and these coins will also have a redded edge to them. So we can see the grooves going around the outside of this coin right here. The ship that we see on the reverse is the Blue Nose. It's under sail, so the sails are up. It's a Canadian schooner from Nova Scotia, a celebrated racing ship and a symbol of the province. It's surrounded with the face value and the inscription Canada. So we see Canada right there, face value at the bottom right here, and the date it was produced, 1975. Now in 1975, there were 207,680,000 of these coins that were produced. In uncirculated condition, these are going to be worth around 75 cents. Now on to this $quarter right here, the 25-cent coin. I'll zoom out a little bit. The coins get kind of bigger and bigger going on out. So we are at the 25-cent coin. And in 1975, there were just 141,148,000 of these coins that were produced. Once we get into the half dollar and the dollar coins, the mintages really drop off. So 141 million, still hundreds of millions of these are still being produced. In uncirculated condition, these are going to be worth around 84 cents. And what you're looking at on the reverse side of the coin is a caribou accompanied with the face value and the inscription Canada. Now, the real key that you want to look out for is the year 1968. That's because in 1968, coins from that year were made in both silver and nickel, and the metal used to make the coin can be tested using a magnet. If it's magnetic, it's made out of nickel. If it's non-magnetic, it's made out of silver. So 1968 is that crossover year when they took the silver out of coins, but some of them still had silver in them and others had nickel. This design was used from 1968 until 1978 for this design in metal content. All right, now on to a coin you might not have seen before. It's the 50-cent coin. The reason why you might not have seen this before is because of its very low mintage. There were just 3 million of these coins that were made, 3,436,650 of these coins, 50-cent coins were made. In uncirculated condition, these are going to be worth around $1.20. So very low mintage on this 1975 50-cent coin. Now, these should have a planchet of 1.93 millimeters to them. In the year 1977, they have a few of them where they switched out the planchet. So some of them are 1.93 millimeters, others are 2 millimeters as far as the size of the planchet that was used. Now, on the reverse side, what you see is the Royal Coat of Arms of Canada. It's proclaimed by George V on November 21st, 1921, and updated in 1957. We see that it is dividing the date at the top here, 1975. We've got the country name Canada, the face value of the coin, 50 cents, and then the coat of arms right here in the very center of the coin. Now, when we flip it over, it's still got the same obverse imagery that we've been looking at throughout this entire series. Now on to the final of the coins, the largest in the bunch, the most valuable as far as face value of the coins, as well as collectability goes. It's going to be valuable as well. Now, there were additionally 3 million of these coins that were made in 1975. So the mintage from the 50-cent coin to the dollar is just about the same, just a little off. There were 3,256,000 of these coins that were made. In uncirculated condition, these are going to be worth around $2.20. Now, as far as the design goes, you see a Voyager in a Aboriginal in a paddling a birch bark canoe by an inlet on which there are 2 wind-swept trees. So we've got kind of the inlet in the background. These guys are in front of the inlet. So we've got the wind-swept trees in the background right there. We've got vertical lines going up and down. Now those are surrounded with the date, which is 1975 right here. The face value, which is $1 down here. We see dollar. The country name Canada up at the top. This coin will have a redded edge to it, and it's a rather thick coin. Like I said, it's got that 1.93 millimeters to it for this particular one. Now, this design was used from 1968 until 1976. As I mentioned, in the 25-cent coin, 1968, excuse me, is when they did that switch over from the silver to the nickel coins. My voice is starting to kind of go on me, so I'll call that a wrap for today's video. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy.